Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're so excited to be with you on this Friday morning. It is almost the end of school. A week from today, you will wake up on next Friday morning and school will be over. Pretty amazing. We're excited to be with you this morning. We're going to sing a few songs, and because we didn't sing last week, we're actually going to do 3 songs today. So get ready, stand up, get that blood flowing, and our first song is going to be I'm Gonna Sing. I'm gonna sing, sing, sing. I'm gonna shout, shout, shout. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna shout. Praise the Lord. When those gates are open wide, I'm gonna sit at Jesus' side. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna shout. Praise the Lord. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. 1, 2, 3. When the saints go marching in. This train is bound for glory. This train, choo choo. This train is bound for glory. This train, choo choo. This train is bound for glory. Those who ride it must be holy. This train is bound for glory. This train.
I'm gonna sing.
I'm gonna sing, sing, sing. I'm gonna shout, shout, shout. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna shout. Praise the Lord. When those gates are open wide, I'm gonna sit at Jesus' side. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna shout. Praise the Lord. All right, nice job. The next song we're gonna do, we've done actually a few weeks ago, but it's a good one. So we're gonna do Magnify. Find someone in your house, maybe, or you can do it on your knees or something, but get ready.
You could do it to the screen. They can be your partner.
Yeah, there you go. I can do this right into the screen. I don't know that I should guarantee that I can do that, but we're going to try.
I
will magnify the Lord, for he is worthy to be praised. I will magnify the Lord, for he is worthy to be praised. Hosanna, woo! Blessed be the rock, woo, woo. Blessed be the rock of my salvation. Hosanna, woo! Blessed be the rock, woo, woo. Blessed be the rock of my salvation.
Find another partner or just stay with Mr. Benton if he's your partner.
Yikes. I will magnify the Lord, for he is worthy to be praised. I will magnify the Lord, for he is worthy to be praised. Hosanna, woo! Blessed be the rock, woo, woo. Blessed be the rock of my salvation. Hosanna, woo! Blessed be the rock, woo, woo. Blessed be the rock of my salvation.
Last time.
One more time.
I will
magnify the Lord, for he is worthy to be praised. I will magnify the Lord, for he is worthy to be praised. Hosanna, woo! Blessed be the rock, woo, woo. Blessed be the rock of my salvation. Hosanna, woo! Blessed be the rock, woo, woo. Blessed be the rock of my salvation.
That was good.
Yeah, well, you say that. I'm not sure. I can tell when Brian is zooming in on me because he aims that camera right in my face, and I can tell because he's snickering over there that it's comic relief, but that's all right. Our last song this morning will be one that Miss Anderson knows a whole lot better than I do. It's called Milk, And so I know you guys like this one, and I'm going to do my best.
That means
all
you
right?
have to zoom in on him, Brian.
Yeah, no, we don't need to do that. He's right there right now. I could just tell.
All right, let's sing milk. Milk,
Milk, milk, drink that milk, 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 eat those words,
words, words,
and grow stronger. Milk, 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 drink that milk, 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 eat those words,
words, words,
and grow stronger. Mr. Postman said to me, yeah, copy of the NIV, yeah, read your Bible and grow stronger. I can't wait any longer. Shooby-doo-wop, shooby-doo-wop, yeah.
Shooby-doo-wop, shooby-doo-wop,
Yeah.
Shooby-doo-wop, shooby-doo-wop,
Yeah.
A little bit faster.
Milk, 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 drink that milk, 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 eat those words, 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 and grow stronger. Milk, 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 drink that milk, 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 eat those words,
words, words,
and grow stronger.
Mr. Postman sent to me,
yeah, copy of the NIV, yeah,
read your Bible and grow stronger. I can't wait any longer. Shooby-doo-wop, shooby-doo-wop, yeah. Shooby-doo-wop, shooby-doo-wop, yeah. Shooby-doo-wop, shooby-doo-wop, yeah. Last one. Milk, 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 drink that milk, milk, milk. Eat those words, 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 and grow stronger. Milk, 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 drink that milk, milk.
I don't even know
milk,
if that's right.
Eat those words, 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 and grow stronger. Mr. Postman sent to me, yeah, copy of the NIV, yeah. Read your Bible and grow stronger. I can't wait any longer. Shooby-doo-wop, shooby-doo-wop, yeah. Shooby-doo-wop, shooby-doo-wop, yeah. Shooby-doo-wop, shooby-doo-wop, yeah. Milk. There you go.
All right. Good times, good times. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And next week is our last assembly. And just before I get started, I'm going to mention that next week our assembly will be on Thursday, okay? We will sing songs, we'll do a little worship, and we will get ready for the summer by singing to all of our summer birthdays. And we have quite a few. I was looking at the list this morning. We have quite a few summer birthdays. So summer birthdays would be anyone from the end of school all the way until the beginning of next school year. So this morning, though, I wanted to talk, and I don't know if you can, I'm going to try. That's loud. Going to get over here. Sorry. I wanted to talk about colors and seeing beauty in things a little bit. And so if you can see what I have here, I have a black Crayola marker. It's black. It's really not a different color. It says black right there. I've got a napkin, just a regular paper napkin, and I've got a little bit of Zephyr Hills water here. And so when you take a black marker, and like I did here, you just draw a little mark of black here on the paper towel or on the napkin. And you might have done this before, where you accidentally take a little bit of water, and I'm just going to use my cap here to put a little bit of water on there. I'm going to make a couple drips. You see that? Couple drips of water, and now all of a sudden, it's not black anymore. There's still some black there, right? But I'm starting to see, and I don't know how well you can see because the lighting, and we're over the internet here, but I see some blue, I see a little bit of green, I see some yellow starting to form, and certainly some black and gray and stuff. We're going to let that sit. I'm going to add a couple more drops and let it move a little bit further. And I'm going to talk about some other things here this morning. We'll come back to that. So my first question for you this morning is, have you ever seen a rainbow? And I'm guessing that that's a pretty easy question for most of us to answer. I think we've probably all seen a rainbow. Maybe it was in our yard with the garden hose making a rainbow appear. Maybe it's, we live in Florida after all. There's lots of summer rain, and we see rainbows after the summer rain, and we can see the cool colors coming out. And I want to tell you about a story, not a story, but a time when I saw something really cool. I was flying. I was probably in the 5th or 6th grade, and I was on a plane, and I was flying, and I had the window seat. Now, I know some people are still traveling some, but a lot of us haven't been on planes or buses or anything like that recently, but we can remember a time where we used to travel, right? I had the window seat, and I saw a view. This is not my picture, but when I saw this picture, it reminds me almost exactly of what I saw. It was one of the coolest experiences because if you've seen a rainbow, then you've probably also seen what we call a double rainbow, right? Where there's a really clear rainbow, and then there's the faint outline of more of a rainbow. But this is what I saw out of my plane, which was a whole circle of a rainbow. Because when we're on the ground, the horizon usually ends the rainbow. It goes from one side to the other, and then that's it. But being in the air, when you see a rainbow and conditions are correct, you can sometimes see this really cool feature. And it was amazing. I had never seen one before. I didn't even know it existed. This was before the internet, I'm sure, because I'm old. But it was amazing for me to see that. It was really cool. Well, it got me thinking with this little thing that you can still see going here a little bit. It's spreading out even more. A few more interesting colors in there. It got me thinking about rainbows. And we hear about rainbows in the first book of the Bible. We hear about them in Genesis 9. And this happens right after the flood. The flood had destroyed many things on earth, but God had spared the lives of Noah and his family. And then we get this amazing passage in Genesis 9. I'm going to read it here for you. God put a rainbow in the sky, and then this is what he said. And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all the living creatures of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and the living creatures of every kind on the earth." So God said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant I have established between me and all life on the earth." And he's repeating himself several times there, but he's really saying, listen, I'm not going to destroy the earth in a flood again. And that's one really important part of the idea of a rainbow. But I want to focus on another, and this is just really quick, but another part of this that I think is really important, which is that the flood was a very, very devastating thing. But you know what happened after the flood? A beautiful rainbow. And it shows us that there can be beauty and there can be things to be thankful for in the middle or right after a disaster, after a hard event, after a sad thing, after something that is not a cheerful thing. And that is a pretty amazing thing. And so this morning, before we close, I wanted to tell you about a few things that I'm thankful for. And these are just random things that came to me as I was putting this together. One of those things that I'm thankful for is EPA teachers, staff, volunteers. I'm so thankful for the people who I work with, for the people who are making school still happen right now, that are making it possible to do things like what I'm doing right now. I couldn't do this on my own. You saw the first assembly that we did, and it was not as good as this is. I'm so thankful for those people that are working so hard right now. I'm thankful for the parents of our EPA students. EPA parents are amazing. They are being the people that are making sure that you're still fed, making sure that you're still educated. Teachers are working hard, but they need the help of those parents at home right now too. And EPA parents are they're the best. They're amazing. I'm also, and maybe most especially, thankful for my EPA students. They are the best. They really are. And we miss them so much right now. It's really hard as a teacher, and I've been doing this for, I always forget the number of years, but it's less than 20, but more than 15, 17, 18 years. I've been doing this for a long time, and it's really hard to not see your students every day. It's really hard, and all the teachers, I'm sure, are feeling that same thing. But we are so thankful for you. Some of these other ones are kind of interesting things. I'm just going to mention this. I'm thankful that the Washington, D.C. trip happened when it happened, because less than 2 weeks after we were at the United States Capitol, the United States Capitol closed to visitors, and it's not open yet. I'm so thankful that we were able to do that trip, and we got into what we got into, and we were able to see all those things because it would not have been possible if we would have scheduled it for a couple weeks later. We kind of wondered at the time, why are we doing this in February? That makes no sense. Well, now we know. We know the reason that we did that in February. It was meant to be that way. I'm thankful for technology. I was able to talk to my grandmother, who is in an assisted living in Maryland, who on Mother's Day, she's 94, she can't go out, so my parents were there with a video, with a phone up to the glass so she could see us, and she got to see all of her kids and her grandkids and her great-grandkids that are spread all over the world, actually, technically right now, and we were all able to be on one video with her. That wasn't possible not too long ago, and so I'm thankful for that. But I'm also thankful that I can be talking to you right now from the school, and you are able to turn assignments in and do schoolwork. It's not perfect. We know it's not perfect, but I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful for good food. I want to mention what I mean by this one. There's a couple things. One is that we've been eating well, and I hope you have too, during this lockdown. It's a good time to dust off some new recipes, and hey, let's go crazy. Let's try some new things. And also, I'm thankful for the ability to spend time eating with my family. It's been nice to spend more dinners around the table than we do normally, and that's been a really nice thing. And lastly, I'm thankful for rainbows, because rainbows are this beautiful thing, and they're a message, and they are nature, and they are all those things wrapped up into one, and it's just a nice reminder of how amazing God is. So that's my message for this morning. If you'll bow your head with me, we'll pray, and then we'll move on to our next thing. Dear Father in heaven, thank you so much for the promise of rainbows, for the covenant that you made with Noah and with all of us. And thank you for the memory of that and for the beauty of that. And just thank you for everything you do for us. Help us to remember to be thankful for those things. In your name we pray. Amen. Okay, here's the way the next little bit's going to go. Before we get into it, Miss Anderson's back up. We're going to sing to our birthdays. We have a few people to sing to today. Then we will do then I have some announcements. We'll do our Pledge of Allegiance. And then please do not tune out right then, because there's something very special at the end of our assembly today, and that is a video of pictures and of greetings that students have put together for their teachers. Brian put that together and with the help of Home and School, and it's really amazing. And I want you to stick around and watch it. It's only a few minutes long, but it's really, really cool. And you might need to pause it as you go through, and so you can zoom in and read what the messages have been written. It's really, really special. So that's going to be at the end. So we're going to sing to our birthdays now and then go into some announcements. We have 3 birthdays to sing to this week, I believe. I'm going to make sure here. We had Aiden and Aaliyah had their birthday on Tuesday. They share a birthday. I don't know if you guys knew this. pretty special. We got some twins. So Aiden and Aaliyah, and then Mrs. Benton's birthday is tomorrow. So we're going to sing to her as well. All right? So nice and loud.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aiden and Aaliyah and Mrs. Benton. Happy birthday to you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I have a few announcements here, and some of these are really important things. So I'm going to go through them. Excuse me. Just a few things as we get close to the end of the year. Again, next Thursday is the last day of the school year. Crazy. And we'll have assembly that day at our normal time at 9:30. And teachers, I say teachers are preparing to send things home. I say that again, and it's the same announcement as last week, because some teachers still are preparing some things, and some teachers have prepared some things that still need to be picked up. So make sure that if you have not come to the school to pick up your last items, that you come and do that. And the next announcement is about if you have a school device. I know some of you have borrowed a school iPad or a school Chromebook, and we will have time set up on Tuesday, May 26th. That's the day after Memorial Day, parents, from our normal times, but on a different day, from 8 to 10 and then from 4 to 6. I'll be here. We'll get those collected. If you can't make it at that time, please reach out. We can arrange other things, but as a general idea, if you can come during those times, that'd be great. If you can't, reach out to me and let me know, and we'll figure that out. I have some bad news about yearbooks. It's not bad news, but it's kind of sad news. It's not a surprise to us that things, that shipping and things like that have been slowed down by the pandemic that we're dealing with, but it is also kind of a little bit of an unfortunate thing. We are still waiting on yearbooks to be delivered. We know that they're close because they're completed, and that they're dealing with getting them here, but they are not here yet. So as soon as we know more, we'll get that information out to you. And that actually goes for, I didn't write it down here, but for the Spirit and Pride orders as well. We're dealing with delays with that. There's another thing that we're dealing with delays with getting here too. If you've shipped anything from Amazon lately, you've also probably seen the same thing. Even things that should be getting places quickly have been slowed down. And we understand that, and so we're trying to be understanding, but it is also disappointing at the same time. So hopefully we get those in, and we will have them available for pickup as soon as we do. Next week, at next Thursday's assembly, if we have the yearbook or not, I'm going to read the yearbook dedication, okay? So we'll do that because you still don't know who the yearbook is dedicated to this year. Ms. Langston's smiling back there. She knows who it's dedicated to. But we will do that next Thursday. Whether we have the yearbooks or not, we'll read that yearbook dedication next Thursday at Assembly, okay? Another couple things here. I've set up some Zoom meetings with graduates. So there's a kindergarten Zoom meeting. Kindergarten parents, look for that in your email. 8th grade parents and students, we're going to do an 8th grade Zoom meeting just to congratulate you, just with the teacher and with myself, just to kind of say, hey, congrats, and some nice things like that. We are going to do a drive-through celebration for graduates. That is going to go out in today's email when that's going to happen. And there's going to be some pretty strict rules about that too. So please pay attention to that. We want to be careful, but we also want to celebrate our graduates. So that will be happening next week. And look for that in today's email, all the details of the time and all the kind of rules about how you got to do it, so that we all stay safe and be careful about stuff like that. We have an 8th grade graduation that will be happening out back. It's an outdoor graduation. It is not open to everyone, but you will see it pop up in the feed if you look here on the website or in our YouTube feed, because we will be streaming it. So if you're a family member, we're going to invite you to come to the graduation. 8th grade parents, okay? 8th grade family, sorry. 8th grade family member, you can come. You'll have to stay in your car, etc. But if you are not and you just want to watch it and check it out, then you can view the stream that will be happening next Thursday. Last announcement is it just is the facts. EPA teachers are awesome. We've been kind of celebrating Teacher Appreciation Week for a couple weeks now, and I just want to say again that EPA teachers are the best. So thank you for everything that you do, and you're amazing. We're going to close this portion with our Pledge of Allegiance, but then I also want to remember you. Yep, all right. It's been a long morning already. Remind you to stay tuned. Stay tuned in, because as soon as we're done with that, we're going to go right into the tribute to the teachers from the students. All right, so make sure you watch that. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much.
This song is for those who inspire us today, who always lend a helping hand to help show us the way. This song is for those who see their students through the tough times in their lives. For that we say thank you. You have made a difference. You have shaped our minds. You have changed the world, one child at a time. You have always been there in everything you do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you. This song is for those who heard the silent cries, who stepped in to wipe the tears from the children's eyes. For those who gave us a safe place to grow, a place for us to call our home. Forever we will know that you have made a difference. You have shaped our minds. You have changed the world, one child at a time. You have always been there in everything you do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you. This song is for those who taught us right from wrong, who taught us much more than their craft to help our minds grow strong. This song is for those who guide us through and through, so that we can make a life. For that we say thank you. You have made a difference. You have shaped our minds. You have changed the world, one child at a time. You have always been there in everything you do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you. As I look back on my life and to the path within my reach, I hope I can change the life of those that I teach. I can make a difference. All I do is try to see a different world through the children's eyes. And I will always be there in everything I do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you. And I will always be there in everything I do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you.